Bishop Tutu, thank you for opening this personal and global medium for questions from the world public. I'm Garry Davis, age 87, a former professional actor and veteran of World War II as a B-17 bomber pilot in the U.S. Air Force. I'm known today as the first world citizen. I'd like to ask you the same question I asked the United Nations when the UN General Assembly met in Paris in 1948. At that time, Chairperson and Delegate Eleanor Roosevelt had drafted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, but the Soviet bloc adamantly rejected it as an intrusion on their national sovereignty. Well, after 3 years and 81 meetings, it remained stalled in committee. Now, on November 22nd, 1948, with Albert Camus, Father Monteclar, Robert Sarrazac, and others, I interrupted the United Nations General Assembly in Paris, proclaiming that the nations you represent divide us and lead us to the brink of total war. We demanded that the UN create a government of, by, and for the people of the world so that it could indeed outlaw war and make peace. In follow-up meetings, we asked, what is your plan for world peace? Well, the UN President, Dr. Herbert Evatt, answered that the UN wasn't set up to make peace, only to help preserve it once the nations created it. In response, we rallied 20,000 people, filling the Paris Velodrome d'Hiver Stadium. There were supporting rallies held around the world. And shaken by this tremendous showing of people power, the Soviets' UN bloc stood aside, and the very next day, December 10th, 1948, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was passed unanimously. 5 days later, Eleanor Roosevelt wrote in her My Day column, quote, "How very much better it would be if Mr. Davis would set up his own governmental organization and start then and there a worldwide international government." Quite remarkable statement. So, on September 4th, 1953, on behalf of the people of the world, I declared the World Government of World Citizens, which to this day issues world passports like this one and other documents that have helped thousands of people claim their human rights to live and travel on God's green earth. So, my question for you is the one we asked the UN. What is your plan for making world peace? Not to beg for peace, not to pray for peace, but to actually create the conditions for peace for the people on planet Earth. We're all aware, Bishop Tutu, that if nations continue their present militaristic course, humanity itself faces the threat of a global nuclear holocaust. There is no time to lose. So would you agree then to join together with us, to do more than just sign the UDHR, but to actually help implement its directive? In Article 21.3 that, quote, "The will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of government," and that we, the citizens of the world, in accordance with Article 28, create, quote, "an international order in which these rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration can be fully realized," unquote. Finally, would you be willing to meet with us to help the people of the world reclaim our sovereign power to evolve the democratic world government, which has been promoted by elders throughout the ages, from Socrates, Tom Paine, to Mahatma Gandhi and Albert Einstein? We ask, on behalf of the millions of us who've already claimed world citizenship, including the youth of the world who have the right to live full and fruitful lives, and then finally the mothers who bear us humans onto this planetary soil. We eagerly await your response. Thank you for your attention.
All of my life I prayed somebody'd find a way to end our war. Then one day I met Garry, said he made my mind sore. My country is the world, he said, and he thrives in that creation. For 60 years he lives as a citizen of no one nation. Feelings inside, so warm, so great.